I wanted to take a step back. The last video I did on Forex Trendy was October 3rd. So let's just see what's happened since those days. All these ones from September have already been covered in the previous video. We're looking at the Euro CAD on a daily chart. It was a buy signal on the 25th of October, which is, where is that? Let's find it. Oh, probably be in here. And you can see that we get a little bit of price movement. We don't get to the first target and trade comes back against you. Certainly a losing trade by anyone's standard there. There is kind of an idea or a sign that there's going to be a losing trade. We have a breakout right here. And then we have a strong move against the price. When you see that, when you see an up move and you see it, that's not what I wanted, and you see a strong down move, this is not something you want to be a part of. So if you are in a trade, you might want to consider either tightening your stops or exiting the trade. That's a good point. You know, when you are in an uptrend, what don't you want to see? You don't want to see hard slams against your position. For example, if this is the price pattern is bearish, okay? So if you are in this uptrend and you see hard slams against you, these are not trades you want to get into. And actually, when you do get hard moves against you, like this is a great example here, and you get a little flag pattern, consolidation pattern, generally you can look for the other leg down in these trades. You see the same thing here, a big move up, the red comes down, weak pullback, and another slam down. So these look pretty close in terms of price, these lengths of these legs. So that's something you might want to take a look at. Let's look at the 4-hour chart, New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. It was a buy signal on the October 12th. And that would be right, where are we here? October 12th, right here. You see we do get a nice move up. Do we get to the first target? The first target is 82.73. We don't get to the first target and it stands back against you. All right, not a great trade there either. Pound New Zealand dollar, it was a buy signal back on the 19th. This one takes off and doesn't even look back, and it rides to 94.30. And if you look down here, we actually got to our second target. Whoops, where did I go? We actually got to our second target. Sorry, not our second target. We get into our level 2s from Fibonacci ratios, a 2.618 target. So we get as high as 94.43. This is a 728 pip move on the pound New Zealand. And if you look, if you're just trading, managing your stop via price action, you can see this pullback here. It's very weak, not a hard slam against you. We get to the high here, and if you're one of those traders that are greedy and you're not, looking at these targets, like for example, first let's cover this. Hard slam against you, right? Consolidation, another slam down. So if you are trading this and price rockets up here to 9003, so already you're already almost at the this target here. If this happens, watch what happens with price. This might be just where you keep an eye and manage your trade via price action. Because if you're trading patterns, I'm sure you understand price patterns and price action. Up here we get to 90.64. Again, see what happens with price. You don't get a hard slam against you, you get nothing. Right? This is all the way through here. All this move up is bullish, period. End of story. It's when we get into here, if you're hanging on, you can see that this pullback is the hardest pullback we've had in this whole up move. Read price. Aussie US. What do we get here? We get a flag, a sell at 78.45 on the 20th. 20th is right around here. And you can see we break at 78.45. Trades down to this is a nice move actually, to 76.24. So we go past this target here, as you can see. And this trade is 214 pips to the downside. Not a bad trade there at all. That's the Aussie US. Pound Swiss was a sell signal. Sorry, a buy signal on the 20th. Right here, again, this one rockets up to basically 3337. So we just passed this target here. We don't get this target here. Still, it's not a bad trade. 29.43 up to here. Not a bad trade. So you're looking at about 377 pips. And again, here's that point that I kept on telling you. If we're in an uptrend, you certainly, as you can see here, You certainly don't want to see these strong moves against you when you're looking at trades. Pound CAD was a buy, and another one that did really well on the 23rd, which is in this area right here at 66.43, and you get as high as 71.60. So another really good trade. 400 odd pips. Great trade. Now, that said, we're looking at 4-hour charts. Anyone that's traded or does trade chart patterns will tell you that it's the higher time frames that really matter. If you look at traders like Peter Brandt, for example, who's an excellent pattern trader, he doesn't really trade daily charts or 4-hour charts. He loves the weekly setup. So let's take a look what we have here. Let's go down to, let's get rid of our 4-hour. Let's go to our weekly charts. And let's see what happens. Actually, let me get rid of the daily because we've already kind of covered those. Let's see if we get anything. I don't even know. Oh, we have some weeklies. Let's take a look at them. These are emerging patterns that are just happening now. So let's take a look what we got. This one happened back in June, and it was a sell signal that didn't do anything. So let's scratch that one. We got a Swiss against the Japanese yen. It was a buy back in July. And again, it went as high as 18, which is far removed from the price targets that we have down here. You could still be in this trade, but it wouldn't be that much fun to be inside of. New Zealand dollar weekly chart, it was a sell signal, a break back on the 10th, which is just in here somewhere. So this trade's just underway right now. Pound Aussie, it was a weekly, it was a buy, just happened, and you'd still be in this trade, and it's slowly working away. New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, a weekly, a sell, and again, you'd still be in this trade as well. So some of these patterns have just happened, so that's a good thing. But generally, they're more reliable than shorter time frame charts. But again, you're going to have to decide, once you become a Forex Trendy member, you really want to investigate all of these, the reliability of the pattern. You want to look at your time frames. I'll go back to where I usually am, which is this. I'll leave the weeklies on so I do some more updates on these. There you go. And again, you could obviously get your email alerts. But these are the pairs that you can select, oil, silver, gold as well. So just make sure that when you do sign up to Forex Trendy that you are adjusting these. And I really think that you would be wise to go through each of these and see which one suits your personality and your aggressiveness as a trader. And that's about it. So let's wrap this up. Become a member.